First question's from Rod Walker.
Hey, Taysom, just first, how did it feel to get that first touchdown pass thrown? And also, just how comfortable are you getting in this offense? It seems we can see the progression each week.
Yeah. Look, I don't care as much as people might think about statistics and all this stuff. I care about winning football games. I know there've been a lot of conversations about and getting your first touchdown completion. But as long as we're winning football games, I'm happy. So I was certainly happy about it because I knew it was going to help us win. And I was happy for Traquan, and he ran a great route. And Coach, that was a late ad in the week. And, it's one of those things that makes Coach Payton.
Next one's from Sean Fazend.
Hey, Taysom, how big was third downs today, especially in that first half? You had a string of something like 8 or 9 completions on third downs.
I don't know what the stat was, but I certainly was aware of it. I was really happy with our game plan going into the game on third down. And, man, I think our coaches did a phenomenal job of putting us in situations to be successful on third down. I would say that there was kind of a funky looks that I was not expecting on third down, but we had practiced it, and sure enough, we got it. And some of those are big conversions.
Next one's from Doug Mouton.
Yeah, hey, Taysom, you said Wednesday that last week's game plan made you maybe a little more trigger shy on getting rid of the ball. Clearly, you felt quicker and freer this week. Would that be safe to say?
Yeah, look, I mean, as I was preparing for this week, I have a lot of respect for Matt Ryan and what he's done in Atlanta and how successful he's been. And they have weapons, and they're explosive. And, so as I approached this game, it was a much different mindset for me. I knew that, I could – and we needed to. We needed to let it loose, and we needed some offensive productivity today. And it was just a total different mindset for sure.
Next one's from Luke Johnson.
Taysom, did you think you were potentially going to have to go through your own, a 2-minute drive behind for the first time as a starter?
I'm sorry. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, for some reason I'm kind of fading in and out here. Did you feel like you were potentially, were you preparing yourself to have to go through a 2-minute offense at the end there? Yeah,
we were. Look, ROC, Pete Carmichael, and I sat down and we went through our 2-minute stuff and talked about the stuff that we liked, and we were getting prepped and ready to do it if we had to.
Next one's from Nick Underhill.
Taysom, is there something you can identify with the ball security as a runner that you could just fix and prevent some of those fumbles?
I mean, look, we're obviously trying to get a first down, run the clock down. I got to put 2 hands on the ball in that situation. The guy came over and made a good play and top down, ball out. I'm obviously disappointed about that. And something that I certainly need to fix. And I think it really boils down to just 2 hands on the ball.
Next one's from Amy Just.
Yeah, going back to the run game, 200-plus yards for all of you collectively, and then you had 80 subs, including that 43-yard scramble. What did you see on that play that allowed you to get so far down?
I mean, it was man-to-man. It was interesting in the first half. We were getting a lot of 2-man on third down. So as a quarterback and as a guy that can run, you're kind of licking your chops when you see that. So I was aware of it. I don't recall if that was 2-man, but it was man-to-man. No one was there for me. So I was obviously able to escape the pocket and make a good play.
Next one's from Luke Johnson.
Hey, Taysom, when Mike Thomas is playing the way he's playing right now, and it seems like you have a really good confidence with him, just how big is that for y'all as an offense when he's playing like that?
I mean, Mike Thomas is phenomenal. He's a big, strong, physical receiver. Such a security blanket for a quarterback early in his career. Because I know that dude's going to fight on every play. So big, strong, and physical that if you make the right throw, he's open. So, man, I appreciate how hard he plays, how competitive he is, and I love playing with him.
Next one's from Mike Triplett.
Taysom, I know you said you're not that into numbers, but just how comfortable do you think you've gotten, and what do you think of your development from start 1 to start 3?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, at the end of the day, I'm happy that we've gotten 3 wins. So that is the statistic that I care most about. As far as my overall development and the process, I feel like I'm becoming more and more comfortable operating the offense, and I feel like there are so many ways that I can continue to get better, which is encouraging when we're moving the ball, we're winning football games. There's still places for us to get better at, but overall, I'm getting more and more comfortable.
Last questions from Doug Muthon.
Yeah, Taysom, the one early in the fourth quarter when you got hit throwing it and they ruled it a fumble, did you think that was the right call, and how would you describe that play?
Look, I'm obviously disappointed about that play as well. We had points. It was one of those things where I was trying to make a play, and really my thought process was trying to avoid something bad from happening by just throwing the ball away. And in turn, something bad happened. Look, I know that it was reviewed and they said it was a fumble, but my mindset was just trying to throw the ball away and give us an opportunity on third down. In hindsight, I obviously wish I would have just taken the sack, kicked the field goal. Would have been big points for us. Thanks, guys.
All right, we're all set. Thanks, Taysom.
We have Trey next. All right.
All right, we got Trey Hendrickson joining us, and first questions from Amy Just.
Happy belated, by the way. 3 sacks for the 3 of you, or all of you, together with Carl Granderson's strip sack. How big was that play by Carl today?
One of the keys to victory is hitting the quarterback. We want to do that as a collective group, and that's that's DBs, linebackers, all that stuff. But when opportunity comes, he made the most of it. Strip sack down there is huge. So,
what did you see on your sack there too?
Just pushing the center into Matt, tripping him up, and as he's going down, we got guys like it's a game of seconds, and I'm just blessed to be in that opportunity to get another one, and that's what it's all about. It's a team game.